present to be fully engaged with the current moment. Kodiak Island couldn't be any more different than the South. The green mossy landscape has a rugged sense of beauty that sits over 3,200 miles away from where I call home. The island is full of unique creatures like mountain goats, giant brown bears, and a healthy population of Sitka black-tailed deer. A trip like this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for most bow hunters. But growing up, the thought of somewhere so distant and remote would have felt like visiting another planet. But now, through some stroke of God's favor, it's happening. The adventure of a lifetime. For us, bow hunting Kodiak Island gives me the chance to chase big game animal number 4 of 29 on the quest for the North American Big Game Super Slam. I've seen more than my fair share of sunrises in places that uniquely reveal God's glory, from whitetail hunting in the South to bow hunting black bear in Canada to elk hunting the mountains of New Mexico. My bow and arrow has taken me to some of the most captivating places on earth. And the most exciting part is that this will likely be a lifelong pursuit. But animal number 4 of 29 on the quest for the Big Game Super Slam would prove to be one of the hardest yet. Romans 1:20. For ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and the sky. Through everything God made, they can clearly see His invisible qualities, His external power, and divine nature, so they have no excuse for not knowing God.
You gonna be okay?
Kitata. You say bye-bye.
Bye, little one.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
All right. We are headed to Oklahoma. First stop, Oklahoma. Stay the night. Then Jake and I are off to Alaska in the morning. So, pretty tough leaving the family, but we got to go feed the soul.
What do you think of that? That's a lightweight spoon.
It's actually a spork.
That is a spork. Where'd you get this at?
This is the method to the madness.
This full.
Of course, typical Jake, nothing's packed.
Listen, he said we were going to go through.
Like, I'm ready to go. Look at my stuff.
Checklist it. And so I was like, well, I had everything packed. And then I took everything out.
Look,
so,
there's me, ready to go. And then look at this guy. Typical.
I don't know what you want from me.
We're gonna combine the stuff we can combine, try to comb through, take some stuff out. We basically have, each bag has to be below 50 just for the airport, but we gotta cull through all this stuff. Captain Carroll's taking us to the airport
In 2 hours.
in 2 hours, so let's caffeinate.
Carol's Uber service. Thanks for the ride. Were you expecting to be doing this on your Thursday?
No, but it's what people use me for.
So we need to check these things in quick. I'm carrying like 100 pounds worth of luggage right here.
We're headed out of the Tulsa International Airport, baby. It's funny because I'm in Texas and I gotta go back to Dallas to go to Alaska, but here we are. Got all our bags checked in. I'm feeling free as a bird.
5 hours. Catch some of these. See you there. Update. We just landed in Anchorage after a pretty good little flight. What was that, like
Hellacious.
6.5 hours. Something like that. But we're going to try to find something to eat. I think it's like 11 o'clock
Yes.
their time, supposed to be like 2 or 3 our time. So I think we got like a 6-hour layover.
Yeah, so you're gonna get some Z's?
Yeah, we're going to eat, find a corner and try to lay horizontal for a little bit.
We actually got to just change gates, so we got one more flight. It's an hour. We'll go to Anchorage, Kodiak, go get all our supplies, meet up with Landon and Denton, and then me and Jacob mutually agreed to about 10 hours of sleep today, and we're ready for a good hunt tomorrow.
Dude, it is cold, it is wet, it is everything they say on the internet so far. We're literally walking off the plane, giant plane, into a barn dominium, like Jake said. So this is the most Kodiak welcome you can get. You've done this trip in the past. This looks like an ungodly amount of food. Please tell me why it's not.
5 grown men. I mean, I don't think that's much food for 6 days, you know.
How many candy bars do you eat today?
About 3. Maybe 4. It just depends. You know, we're not keeping track. Burning these calories.
Alright, so we're out here at beautiful Kodiak Island, Alaska. We're walking down. Our Airbnb is about a half mile up the road, but we walked down and saw some, are those sea lions or seals?
Both.
Sea lions.
Fat floaty thing.
Yeah, dude, there's beautiful boats out here. You can see the fog all over the island. This place is just gorgeous. So we brought the big lens out, got some footage of the seal lion, and now we're gonna walk over and film some ducks.
Fly out day. We talked with the float plane pilot yesterday. I guess Landon did. He said it was a little sketchy yesterday, but they got all the flights out, so we are good to go today. We're leaving the house at 6:45. Going to be going and loading stuff up, and I think heading out. Flight should be about 45 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome scenery. Looking.
It looks super clear out right now. So.
It said it was supposed to be like clear at like
good,
4 p.m.
Low winds, so definitely looks like we shouldn't have any delay. So.
Sweet. I'm gonna go shower.
That means we're hunting today. Woo! That means we're gonna have plenty of time to get in there and get some hunt time in.
Thoughts for today?
I know.
You said yes. That was your third flight ever out here.
Yeah, that was the first time I flew was in like a biplane type deal when I skydived.
Oh, dude, you're ready for this then.
Oh yeah, I've
This
been
is
ready. I was
nothing.
born ready for it.
They're not gonna kick you out of this one. You're good.
No,
Let's roll.
they didn't kick me out of the other one either. I jumped out.
So we got all of our stuff weighed and we're sitting here waiting at the float plane station. We were 1,158 pounds, but we've got a bunch of perishable goods like food, those sort of things. So we're gonna be hopping on one of those here very soon. Gonna stack all our gear up, stack our bows up, and hopefully here very shortly, about a 45-minute flight, we will be remote Kodiak Island, Sitka Blacktail hunting. So pretty awesome. Let's go.
Feels good.
Dude.
All right, who brought the weed, or should we clear out the spot?
Welcome to Kodiak.
Welcome to Kodiak, baby. Do that pilot. Use money. All right, guys. Just got camp all set up. Ate, grabbed a quick bite to eat, started glassing, and immediately we picked out a group of 3 does, and then we just now verified we got a group of 3 bucks as well. One of them, he's pretty good. The other 2, they're bucks. So right now we're just trying to figure out a game plan, and we're going from there.
So we found that really good buck earlier. Landon and Denton went up on that stock. Those deer have continued to kind of work up the ridge from them. They're still in that same side of the face, but they're kind of working up to a higher elevation. So they're working on that stock. Me and Jake saw 2 cubs and a mama grizzly over here.
Grizzly's brown bear.
Sorry, mama brown, same crap. Mama brown bear, probably a mile away. And then we've been glassing this one face for an hour and haven't seen much besides one buck up in a bush. And I just spotted one right down here in a bush, and I'm trying to get the spotter on it to determine if it's a buck or a doe. But some of the prettiest scenery I've ever seen in my life. And me and Jake were just talking. This sure beats the heck out of whitetails if I was hunting in August. This is awesome.
For the rest of the day, Jake and I headed a different direction into another glassing knob to check out some other bulls. We found some other bucks, but not any in stock bull positions. We ended the day back at camp, ready to pound the glass the next day.
We're going to be going way up one of these today. So Jake's packing up his tent right now, and we're going to take it up there and possibly spike camp out today if we get on some deer up real high. But gonna cook some breakfast, gonna pack up our packs, and we're gonna head up that sucker right there.
We're about 10 minutes from camp right now. We're headed up to a peak where Landon and Denton went yesterday. They're sore, so we're heading up here. We got spike camps on our back, and probably stay up here above the alders tonight. Try to get it done this evening and hopefully tomorrow, and then try to pack out 2 bucks. How that's gonna be possible with all this stuff on, I don't know, but
No water.
if you look, we're going to that peak way up there. So once we top that peak, there's 3 other bowls that kind of go on each side of the mountain, kind of like a triangle.
Arctic ferns.
I don't know what they are. There's some sort of fern.
I'm not kidding you. Like, you try to walk through it, and there's 30 to 40 branches that just catch around your waist, and you either have to break it or try to high step over it. I mean, it just catches you like a trampoline and just sends you back.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the camera away for a while. We'll give you an update whenever we get through this. It's just too much to film right now. So, we spent a little bit of time glassing, and we seen a little basket rack. I say little, like it's a bad thing.
Monster for me.
With Blacktail, that's not a bad thing. But he's down there. There's 2 ponds, a big one, a small one. We spotted the doe, and then a little bit later, we were like, I think there's another one down there. Glass him up, and it's a, 4-key basket rack, something like that, but it is a shooter. So right now we're just going to be dropping
weight in the packs because we're going to set up camp here regardless this evening. So we're just going to try to sneak down there, work our way around this doe. She's in a really good, like...
She's in where we want to shoot the deer from.
Yeah, she's a cuckold spot right now. And so, but we're just going to lose elevation and see if we can't figure out a new way to kind of avoid her and also get Christian close enough to shoot it.
So we belly crawled and stalked over to that buck where he thought he was. He was in a similar like shale pond like this, but it was a lot more dried up. He ended up being way deeper in that shale pond. The closest you could get from one of those banks is like 147 yards, which is probably 20 yards closer than we could have ever got. As we're working down into that pond, we see a buck starting to come out and crest the hill, and we're like, that's not him. Put the binos on him, we're like, yep, that's probably him. So we probably would have worked right to him if there wasn't that doe bedded right there on the knob right in front of him. So if he would have came out of that chute and we would have came up where that doe was, which is where we wanted to be, maybe it would have got a shot on him. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But anyways, he worked out of that chute from back behind that pond and worked up the side. We took like 10 steps toward it, and then he starts running up the freaking hill. So the hill it's going to take us like 3 hours to walk up, he walked it up in like 10 minutes. So oh, that was just a big kick in the nuts. Gonna grab more water, gonna head up to our double knob up there, and then probably chill unless a freaking big buck or we see one real close. So we dropped a ton of elevation just now. My feet are chewed. I'm sure your feet are chewed. We both, did you fall?
No.
Okay, I fell. I ate crap, so.
Call me the mountain goat.
Yeah.
So we were right in the middle of eating and just kind of drying out shoes and socks and stuff, and we see a buck coming up from the alders. So now we're just trying to get all of our stuff on the other side of this hill and get ready. Apparently it's walking right towards us, so. The situation is we got a buck bedded down about 350 yards away from us. Wind's blowing smack dab in the face, and Christian dropped down below this spine right here and is trying to wrap around and see if he can get within 50 to 70 yards of him, but he's still bedded there. Lost sight of Christian, but I'm just waiting for his head to poke up so I can press record. And the buck just now laid his head down, so that's a good sign. But other than that, I don't know what I can do for footage because I can't see Christian and the buck's just sitting there a long ways away. So the elevation change on this is pretty drastic, probably like to 300 feet or so. So I don't know how he's going to do it, but hopefully he can figure something out.
Okay, it's the morning after. We're tearing down camp and shot a buck last night. Saw him fall over, got all disoriented. Couldn't find exactly where he died. Landon and Denton were apparently watching from camp, and they said that the deer kind of flopped and rolled way more down the hill than we originally thought. So the plan for this morning is to go in there. We'll hike up a little more up here. We'll drop off our main packs and just take our frames and have Landon and them probably walk us to the deer. So that is the plan this moment.
You got him?
Okay, so we come out here this morning looking for this deer, and dude, I think we were way off last night.
We were not even this
like
far
not
down.
even close. So Landon and literally down by the freaking lake down there. Landon and Denton glassed the buck up. I guess when I shot him, remember when we saw him crash and stuff? I think he rolled down one of these chutes, stopped right there. We came up over the knob this morning, regrouped ourselves. Rough night last night.
It is bad.
God, it was tired. We were tired, pissed off, cold, super, dude, it's probably 15, 20 degrees colder up on that top than it is down the bottom. But we come up and I see what looks, I'm just used to coyotes. I just see a head sticking up and I'm like, what are the odds in the exact spot we're looking that there's not a freaking fox or something eating on it? Walk down, I think we're missing half of a back quarter, but deer's right here. So, you see it?
Yeah, get him.
We weren't finding them last night, though.
No. Wish you could smell that.
Yeah, smell pretty good.
Nope. Sweet. It's pretty.
Double throat patch.
Double throat patch. They're really red. They're super red looking. Probably the hardest I've ever worked for a deer. Literally.
That's it.
That's a freaking Kodiak Blacktail, man.
Well,
That's cool.
punch tag in Alaska.
Punched a tag in Alaska.
What it takes up here.
It takes a busting.
It is physical. Like, my knees have hurt like they've never hurt before. And I thought I was kind of in shape.
Yeah.
I'm not old by no means. I'm feeling like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I am too. Well, it's like, you know how in whitetail you have this rolling standard? You're like, man, 150 or bust. November, 140 or bust.
Yeah.
December, 130 or bust. You know, like, my standards were already about right here. And then I had this sucker literally come out of the alders right beneath us and bed down. I'm like, dude, I have to try to kill that deer. Backstrap number 2. Jake is headed down that spine. Those 2 bucks are still down there. One is bedded still. The other is up and kind of browsing. So Jake's just now cresting the spine, and he's going to start working his way down.
Okay, well, that was a mistake, I think. The hill was a lot steeper than I anticipated, and you know, when we made a stock on Christian's deer down here by this pond, once we dropped down, the terrain was a lot more than we thought it was, and so we thought it was kind of going to be the same down there, where I could drop down into where I think would be good enough terrain to hide behind. There wasn't one piece that I was not seeing them, but long story short, got up within 73 yards of them, and when I went to draw back and shoot, they just kept pointing their butt at me. I ain't gonna take a 90-yard shot. My leg's dead. Like, dude, it is a different level of dead right now. One step at a time, but we're gonna go grab the meat. It's like, I don't know, 4:22 right now, so it'll probably take 2.5 hours to get down there to that little speck, what we call base camp.
Get some water.
And we need some water. I'm totally out.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
And then try to make our trek and be back there hopefully before like 8.
So what's funny is that we thought we were high. That's where we slept last night. It was all the way down there.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
All right, guys, it's the next morning. We made our descent. It took about 2.5 hours or so. It wasn't too bad time-wise, but again, ripping through those alders sucked. So we carved up last night, went to bed, and now this morning it's a lot more cloudy, a lot more windy, a lot more cold. So we're just sitting at camp, kind of resting the legs. And we've been glassing for a bit. We've already seen like seven deer, but does and fawns, no bucks. And then we just seen what we assume were the 3 bears we seen in this other bowl 2 days prior. And there was a big old brown one. There was a cinnamon, and then it looked like there was like a little cub, which I assume 2 of those were cubs, but they all looked pretty big from where they were at. They were probably, I don't know, half a mile from camp, maybe.
I think that's farther than you think, probably about a mile.
Okay, a mile. See, I don't know. It's hard to tell out here, but that was cool seeing a cinnamon bear here in Kodiak. So we're just going to keep glassing and hopefully get on a buck. We're going to be patient, try to find one that's in actually a killable position, and then make a move. And we got one down, only one more to go. So, and we got 3 days to do it. Something, if you're walking through, whether it be alders or wet brush or whatever, those Numa pants, Christian, if you want to point at them real quick, the one with the knee pads and all that.
They're pursuit pants.
Pursuit pants, they're like the best brush pant that I think I've ever seen. Landon was saying that we're going to need to put on our rain gear to walk through that. The only thing that was wet was just the sweat and the swass.
Yeah. They keep like all kinds of water off you. They got knee pads for stalking. I mean, they feel a little thicker than like those.
Yeah, these are pretty light.
Yeah, those are the Prevail pants.
These also get a little bit more wet though.
Yeah, so you're sacrificing a little bit of weight, but man, dude, these, I promise you, have not had an ounce of moisture that has not came out of my skin underneath on me. So that's the plan today. Put the glass to work. You guys are probably noticing, dude, I am sunburnt. I'm having conflicting emotions out here because it's like cloudy and wet, but I'm also sunburnt. So some of the beautifulest country. I mean, look at the shale rock. Are they? Okay. So we're gonna keep glassing. I'm gonna get on the spotter and check out these bears.
Down there, like I was not hidden the whole time.
That's how I was.
You think I'm playing?
I mean, technically it's not a spiker. There's somewhat of a
There's
brow
a brow
time.
time.
Yeah, bro.
That's a 3-point.
Yeah. Hey,
Dude.
got about 10 pounds of meat.
Dude, no, we got it.
20? Leave them alone. Easy pack out.
Dude, that big 8, that first one went out, he was such a slob. That thing was probably 225 pounds. He was huge.
Everything we've gone after those, they've been decent bucks. Like yesterday.
Well, that one was a forky this morning, but.
Well, that one yesterday that we first went for right here, that 8-point.
Yeah, he was real nice. He was right there at that last two little alders on the ridge.
Yeah.
And then he worked down to the big patch, so we had went up and tried to wait for him, and then next thing we saw him down here, and he freaking dropped down under us. Did y'all watch the bear and cubs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got
got-
some cool footage of them right there.
Yeah.
They were. My mom was messing us.
Dude, why are you
Oh
guys
yeah.
up?
I was telling him, I was even pissed off. I was like, I didn't know. Should we cut that silver skin?
It's magically delicious.
We're headed over here across this beaver pond. There's a beaver dam over here, and Jake's ahead of me because I'm gonna film him from across the canyon. But we've got a buck up here bedded in an alder patch, or just above an alder patch, and he's in a killable position as long as he doesn't move. So I got both cameras on me, and we're gonna watch Jake with this big lens, and hopefully we watch him sneak up on this buck. He's in a really, really good spot up there, but you got some hell to walk through to get to him, so we'll see what we can do. Let's go. Jake is about to get it done on this thing. He's probably 75 yards on him right now. What he's trying to do is he's trying to stalk above the deer so he can get more elevation on him and look down on him. He's looking like a pro right now. That is so sick. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing through my binos. Oh, here we go. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. No. Damn it. I think when he got high, the wind was starting to come more this way, and I think the buck winded him, and I don't think he heard him. Damn it.
What happened?
That's thicker than, I mean, I know they said it was thick, but
Did you see the deer?
uh-uh.
You never saw him?
No, so what I should have done is got up higher. When I noticed how thick it was, even where he's laying at, it doesn't seem like it. It's this tall. And so
he winded you is what happened.
yeah, the wind switched up there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this wind, you like when you got above him, I saw you coming through that alder patch, and I was like, as soon as you cleared that and got into the stuff, I was like, you're gonna get him, but he stood up on your wind. That's what made him stand up.
He might have heard me too. How far was I?
I mean, you were at almost to the break in the short stuff, and he was down there at the bottom. I mean, you couldn't have been more than. You never saw him run out.
Wednesday, the 13th. We fly out Friday. So it's 1:46 right now. It gets dark around 10 or 11. So what we're going to try to do, this is the final push. It's Wednesday. We leave out Friday around noon. So we got the rest of today and tomorrow to hunt. It was rainy all this morning, super foggy. Wasn't much to do except eat and kind of shoot the crap. We took the drone up a little bit and hopefully got some cool shots. But yeah, we glassed all as soon as this fog lifted and no sign of bucks. Went on a pretty good stalk yesterday, just down here, down low, and especially this time of year, it's just super, super thick. I was 40 yards from that buck, and I never even laid eyes on him from where I was at. So the hopes is to just get up here on the edge of this peak that's covered by fog right now. There's another bowl on the other side, so hopefully there'll be some bucks here. We just hammered the crap out of these bowls around camp, so I guess we just got to move and make something happen. But it's the final push. Got today and tomorrow. We're going to go spike, walk up there, spike out, hunt all day tomorrow, and then hopefully come back down the mountain with a few more inches and a little bit more meat.
Just need one buck.
One buck. Christian's tagged out. So that's the update, and we'll probably see you. Probably put the camera away because it's a butt getting up there through all that thick stuff. So we'll probably put the camera up and possibly pull it back out whenever we get to the peak.
We're getting rained out on this mountain right now. Got the seek outside set up. We still got another 400 foot of elevation and we're getting clapped right now. Camp is all the way down on the bottom. Just gonna get in here and get set out of the freaking rain.
Caught in a bad romance.
I'm trying to get a shot. No. So after we finished the stalk on that buck that ended up winning us and getting away, we headed back to camp, and immediately, as we stepped back in, Landon told us that Denton was on the top of a ridge, stalking down on a buck through the alders. Our emotional low immediately turned into an emotional high
when Denton ended up sealing the deal
He's messing with
on
the
an
sight now.
awesome Kodiak 6 Blacktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my God!
He just dropped him.
Woo!
Put another one in him. Finish him off. He's getting another one in him.
Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Oh, he's losing it. Yeah, he's losing it, dude.
He's breaking down?
Yeah, he's losing it. Yeah, dude, he's losing it.
Because his grandma, bro, he almost didn't come on this trip. And we were shed hunting in Oklahoma. He talked to his grandma. He was real close with her. And she said, you really need to go do it and adventure it. She fought 8 days later. And that was like a big reason why he's doing this trip. The show.
That was
And
worth
it's a
it.
good buck.
That was worth it.
Oh, I'm so happy for him, bro. That was awesome. Like, I could freaking shed a tear. That was freaking awesome.
Hey, now you got about a $1,000, $1,100 amount coming, so that's good.
Big throat and kind of a
Double black face. Dude, that is a beautiful,
Oh, man.
that's a beautiful buck.
I like how he's kind of palmated in here.
Oh yeah, he's thick old boy.
Got his horns when I was up there, dude, because I started shaking like a leaf.
Although we were hoping to bring some more bucks home, Kodiak Island was still the trip of a lifetime. To experience the vast remoteness, all the different types of critters that called this place home, was an experience that few in their lifetime will get. These are the type of hunts that fill your cup, and although they beat you down day after day, in some weird twist of fate, they keep you wanting more. Although this is just the first chapter of Kodiak Island, we still have a bone to pick, and we'll likely see her again.